The story of Joseph in the book of Genesis is one of the most inspiring and intriguing stories in the Bible. It tells of a young man who faced incredible challenges and setbacks, but who ultimately persevered through his faith in God, his courage, and his resilience. Joseph's story is one that speaks to us today, as we face our own challenges and struggles. In this video, we will explore the story of Joseph and how his example can help us find courage and resilience in our own lives. Joseph was the son of Jacob, who was the grandson of Abraham, the great patriarch of the Jewish people. Joseph was the favorite son of Jacob, which caused jealousy and resentment among his brothers. They eventually plotted against him and sold him into slavery. Joseph was taken to Egypt, where he was sold to Potiphar, an officer of the Pharaoh. Joseph worked hard and became successful in Potiphar's house, but he was falsely accused of attempted rape by Potiphar's wife and thrown into prison. Even in prison, Joseph remained faithful and gained the trust of the prison warden. He interpreted the dreams of two of his fellow prisoners, and when one of them was restored to his position in Pharaoh's court, he remembered Joseph and recommended him to the Pharaoh. Joseph was brought before Pharaoh, who had been troubled by dreams that no one could interpret. Joseph, with God's help, interpreted the dreams as a warning of a coming famine. Joseph then proposed a plan to store food during the good years, so that Egypt could survive the famine. Pharaoh was impressed with Joseph's wisdom and appointed him as his second-in-command. When the famine came, Joseph's brothers came to Egypt to buy food. Joseph recognized them, but they did not recognize him. Joseph could have sought revenge against his brothers, but instead he forgave them and provided for them during the famine. Joseph's story is a powerful example of resilience, forgiveness, and trust in God. In our own lives, we face challenges that can seem overwhelming. We may feel like we have been sold into slavery or thrown into prison. But like Joseph, we can draw strength from our faith in God and our commitment to doing what is right. Joseph's example teaches us that even in the darkest of times, we can find hope and the courage to overcome our challenges. One of the most important lessons from Joseph's story is the importance of forgiveness. Joseph could have held a grudge against his brothers, but he chose to forgive them and reconcile with them. Forgiveness is not always easy, but it is essential for healing and moving forward. As Joseph himself said to his brothers, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." Genesis 50 verse 20. Another important lesson from Joseph's story is the power of resilience. Joseph faced incredible setbacks and challenges, but he never gave up. He continued to work hard, remain faithful, and trust in God. Joseph's resilience helped him to survive and thrive in the face of adversity, and it can inspire us to do the same. In conclusion, the story of Joseph in the book of Genesis is a powerful example of faith, courage, and resilience. Joseph's story reminds us that even in the darkest of times, we can find hope and strength in our faith in God. Joseph's example of forgiveness and resilience can inspire us to overcome our own challenges and live with courage and purpose. Dear God, please grant us the strength to be resilient in the face of adversity. Help us to find the courage and determination to overcome our difficulties with unwavering faith in your divine plan. May we trust in your guidance and lean on your everlasting love and grace to see us through our struggles. Amen.